What is going on, coaches? Hope you're having an awesome day. It's Logan and Jake here. We're here just to tell you about some stuff going on this week. I just want to go back to this past Sunday, how awesome it was to sit down with you guys and just hash out where we're going and really just be able to celebrate all that God has done. You know, we talked about some numbers in there. We talked about, 512 or 576, whatever that number was, just lives that were impacted by just the new groups that were started. And what we always look back at is the fact that every one of those numbers represents a person. That's why we measure numbers, is because it's literally a person with a story, with a legacy. And so you're looking at 500 and whatever that number was, different stories, different legacies being changed, different generations being changed. So, so honored. And we sit back and look at it that way, just to be part of this with you guys. So we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on this week, and we're so glad to have you on this journey with us. So want to go into here and want to celebrate even more just our new coaches that we have. Brenna, she's my personal favorite because, you know, she's my lady. But also Scott and Bob, you guys, it's so awesome to have you guys on the team. So excited about where we're moving as we move into the new year. You guys, I know, are going to do an awesome job of just helping us get that much better. So excited to have you guys on the team. Jake, tell me a little bit more about what's going on this week.
Yeah, so a couple calendar events just want to make you aware of. We've mentioned it a couple times already, but just want to keep it at the forefront of your mind because I know holidays can get a little crazy. The first is our training event. It's coming up on December 16th at 1 p.m. So it'll be Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m. during that service. Just need to know by the end of this week who is going to be available to help at that. So if you could just send a text back to this number, let us know if you can be part of that, so that way we can kind of make a plan out. And then early next week, I'll kind of let everybody know what the different roles, who will be playing what part in that meeting, so that, again, kind of like we talked about Sunday, like we want to be multipliers, so we want to empower you to own some portions of that meeting so that you can have a part in that and impacting our community leaders. So then we have a quarterly meeting coming up January 14th, so rolling into the new year. It'll be a Monday night at 6:30. Man, it's going to be a big event. So it's all of our community leaders, all of our coaches. We want to do everything we can to get everybody there in one room at one time so that we can share some vision about where we're going for 2019, as well as just really connect with our spans of care so that we can check in with everybody in one place, see how everybody's doing, and get that interaction time that we really need. So whatever you can do to get all of your community leaders there, to clear your schedule, be able to be there, it's going to be a big night, and we're excited about that.
Yeah. So as we roll into, make sure you're there, make sure you're planning on talking with your spans of care. We roll into our monthly meetings this month. Guys, I know it's December. I know that the calendar, if it's anything like it is in my house, it's just jacked. Please do everything you can to meet. I understand if there is a little bit of not being able to, or you have a little bit lower attendance on these meetings this month, but let's just do everything we can to make sure it happens. So monthly, for those of you who are new coaches, this is what we focus on every month. Just want to have a reminder here. We focus on relationship building. We do a little bit of training and the calendar. We focus on development, and then we also have time for them to give some feedback. So we feel like if we're hitting these four things with you meeting face-to-face with your span of care, we're doing a pretty good job of keeping communication going. Okay. So for December, here's where we're focusing on. This is an icebreaker question, but you're going to see just when people start talking about their favorite Christmas traditions, you get to see just walls come down, and it's just going to open up, build you guys closer into a relationship. So just ask a simple question. Hey, what is your favorite Christmas tradition? Either you do with your family now, or maybe whenever you were growing up. I know mine growing up looked a lot different than what we do now, and that's by design. And so just that process has been really cool to walk through. So Christmas tradition is just the relationship building part of that. Now, we are going to be talking to your span of care on a community leader video just about the importance of getting the final check-in for the year with their life group leaders. And so what we're going to be looking at from a training standpoint is if there's any questions on, okay, I've checked with my span of care, now what do I do with workflow? This is a system that we're still continuing to learn and grow into. So checking in with them on that. And the calendar, the biggest things will be the quarterly meeting coming up in January. We want them there. We want them there. We want them there. Okay, I'm chopping wood there. I don't know what I'm doing there. But and also, if they need to be here for the training event on the 16th, we'll be mentioning that for them as well. So just let them know what's coming up on the calendar. Now, Jay did a great job of talking about the multipliers versus diminishers at our meeting. You guys who were there, you know it was amazing. If you feel comfortable in leading through that, man, I would love for you to lead through that with them this month. Will Jay continue the notes on what he has? He'll put it out there for kind of how he prepared for it. If you feel confident in that talk, man, that is such a life-giving talk about them from a development standpoint. But a simple way, if you say, hey, look, I don't really feel like I'm ready for all that, let's just ask them. And this is going to give us a barometer for where we're moving in the new year. What goals do you have? Like when you look at where the clean slate of 2019 is, where do you want to go? Where do you want to grow? And so that will give us leverage to be able to say, okay, this is how we can help you. Okay? So either multipliers or diminishers or your goals for 2019. We'll give you the option for both. Let us know what you're going to do. And then number 4 will be, this is for them to get feedback. How can we as a ministry be better? How can we grow? How can we be better from their perspective? How can we be better in 2019? That gives them the option to say, okay. And they may give us a long list, and they'll likely, most of them will say, well, I think it's going pretty well. But, hey, we want to give them the option to be able to say whatever's going on with them. So that's where we're going to the monthly meetings this month. Man, love you guys. If there's any questions that we can answer for you, feel free to holler back at us. Let us know who will be here at the training event on the 16th so we can define those roles. The win for that is for you guys to own this and do a lot more talking to where we're not all the ones that are always talking like this. So thank you guys. Love you. Jake, anything else you want to add?
I think that's it. You got it.
Cool. All right. Love you guys. We'll see you this weekend. Thanks.
See ya.